guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a very casual sit down video. I'm literally in sweatpants right now and just wearing a t-shirt. It's a Sunday, it's cold out, we're just having a cozy day, and I thought that it would be fun to sit down and talk about some bookish goals for 2024. So obviously with the new year, a lot of people create resolutions or goals of things that they want to do in the upcoming year, which I definitely did. I made a whole list, and I actually am going to be posting a video next week, kind of doing a reset vlog where I talk a little bit about those. But I thought I would do a whole video dedicated to like bookish goals. I'm talking about like some of my TBR for the upcoming year, obviously how many books I want to read, and also talk about some of the anticipated releases that are going to be coming out and just all things book for 2024. So I have a few things that I want to chat about. I made some notes here on my phone, so yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's get the big one out of the way, my Goodreads reading goal. So last year was the first year that I really got into reading. In 2022, I read 11 books, I think. Yeah, I read 11 books, and honestly that was the first time that I had really gotten into reading since I was probably in like middle school. I loved reading growing up. I read all the time, and then around high school and like beginning of college I kind of stopped reading as much, and then towards the end of college is when I started to pick reading back up a little bit. And then this year, 2023, or I guess last year now, 2023 is when I really like dived right in. But 2022 I read 11 books, and then I set a goal for myself of 75 books. Don't know where that number came from, going from 11 to 75. I don't know why I set that goal for myself, why I thought I could read that many books, but I decided that that was my goal, and I ended up surpassing it. I ended up reading 79 books, which I was honestly shocked by. Like, I am so proud of myself for hitting that goal. I did not foresee this for myself, so I'm very happy that I did. But this year I was thinking about my goal, and I did read 79 books. There was one month where I only read one book, and then there was another month where I only read like 4 books, I want to say. So I was doing the math in my head, doing some calculations, figuring out about how long it usually takes me to read a book, and I decided my goal for this year is 90. I would love to exceed that, but I'm also going to keep things realistic for myself, and I don't want to set a goal that is going to like stress myself out, because yes, setting goals is fun, but also reading should be for enjoyment, and it should be quality of books over quantity of books. So 90 is the goal. I'm already 2 books in as of January 7th, so feeling pretty good about that. But that is the goal. And then as far as like types of books I want to read, I definitely want to read more fantasies. Last year I read 3. I read Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Powerless, and then I actually started this year, which was a big goal of mine, was to read the ACOTAR series. It has intimidated me for a while because it's such a big series. It's so highly talked about, but I was like, I'm going to get into it, and I actually just finished the first book the other day, and I'm currently on the second book. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get through the whole series this month in January, but we will see. They are pretty hefty books, and I don't know if I'm going to want to take a break in between. Like, I'm going to see if I want to read them back to back, or if I want to take a little break and like break it up with like a romance or something, but we'll see. But there's so many fantasy series especially out there that sound so intriguing to me. Fantasy definitely did intimidate me a little bit, but the more I started to read it, the more I enjoy it. And so yeah, a goal of mine is to read more fantasy. I'm still a romance lover to my core, but I do want to read some more fantasies this year. Speaking of series, I have a whole list on my phone of series that I want to read. A lot of them are like cult favorite book talk classics, which I really want to get to. The biggest one, and the one that I am really excited to start, is the Addicted series and its many spin-offs. I think in total there's like 20 something books across the entire series, but I'm pretty sure, or at least last I checked, they're all on Kindle Unlimited, or most of them are on Kindle Unlimited, so excited about that. But I really want to read that series. I know everyone's obsessed with it. A lot of the booktubers that I watch say that it is one of their favorite series of all time, so that is one I definitely want to read. Like I said, I have a massive list on my phone, but some of the other ones on here are the Shatter Me series. We'll see if I get to that. I don't know. That's another one that kind of intimidates me a little bit. Like Briar U and Off Campus and Fulton U, those series. Some Lauren Asher books, so like the Dirty Air series, or no, Yeah, she has the Dirty Air series and the Dreamland Billionaire series. Boys of Tommen, maybe. I really want to read The Naturals and the Inheritance Games, which goes into another genre, and that is thrillers. I'm pretty sure I read like 10 or 11 thrillers this year, and I personally love thrillers so much. They're not something that I want to read all the time, but it's really nice to like add them in when I'm kind of feeling like I'm in a little bit of a slump. I feel like anytime I have been in a slump, a thriller will pull me right out of it. They're such fast-paced books. So I definitely have some thrillers that I want to read in the upcoming year for sure. Okay, now let's talk about new releases for 2024. These are just the ones that I could find. I'm sure there are more, or there will be more that are announced for later in the year, but these are the ones that are announced right now that I am so excited to read. I'm gonna try and do these in order, but I might get them mixed up a little. First, we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. That is her new fantasy release. I don't remember if it's YA or not. I don't think it is, but it is a different type of book for Ali Hazelwood. She usually writes exclusively romance, but this one is a fantasy between a werewolf and a vampire, so it's kind of giving like Twilight vibes, but I'm very intrigued because I love her writing, so I'm intrigued to see her take on more of like a fantasy or magical romance. I think it still has a heavy plot of romance, but it's more fantasy because it's between a vampire and a werewolf. Then we have Magnolia Parks 3. I am so excited for this book. Oh my god. I need to pre-order, and this is reminding me now that I haven't done it. I need to pre-order the old cover. You can only get the old covers now through like UK sellers, so either Amazon UK or Blackwell's, which I got my covers from Blackwell's, the current 4 that I have, and they do free shipping to the US, and they're honestly cheaper than US books, which I don't understand how that is, but yeah, definitely need to pre-order that. That is on my mind because that comes out February 13th. The next like big release month is April, so we've got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez on April 2nd. I love all of her books. I've already read all of her books, so I'm so excited for another one from her. Then we've got Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is her new series, which that's another thing. I want to read her first series that was out before Chestnut Springs. I can't think of what it's called, but she had a series of books. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them that were out before Chestnut Springs. I've read the entire Chestnut Springs series, and now she's starting a new series, and Wild Love is the first book. So I'm so excited to read that because I just love her writing so much. Then on April 23rd, we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. I just know I'm gonna eat this book up. I will read literally anything Emily Henry writes, and I love her books so much. Happy Place, her release last year, was like perfection, and I cannot wait to read this one because based on the tropes and just everything I've heard about it, it sounds right up my alley. And we've got one in May. We've got This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune coming out May 7th. I'm excited to read this. I loved Every Summer After. Didn't love Mimi at the Lake very much, so I'm intrigued to see how this third one goes. I'm hoping it lives up to the hype that Every Summer After had, and that it's better than Mimi at the Lake, but we will see. Then in June, we literally have so many books coming out in June. 3 books are coming out on the same day, so no one talk to me in June. I'm gonna be booked and busy. But we've got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, which is a romance coming out by her, I'm pretty sure. We've got The Rom-Commers by Catherine Senner, another author that I love, and I'm so excited to read more books from her. And we've got Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. This is the 4th book in the Windy City series. Absolutely adore that series. Cannot wait to read the next one. Oh, I also missed on June 4th, we have Daydream by Hannah Grace. So she's the author of Icebreaker and Wildfire, and then this is the 3rd book in the series, and I'm pretty sure this is about, no. Which character? Henry? Is that his name? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Henry's story, but I might be wrong. Then in July, we have Reckless by Lauren Roberts coming out on July 4th. I am so excited for that book. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm probably going to do a reread of Powerless before that because that is 6-7 months out from now. So I'm going to need to do a reread because I was just addicted to Powerless, but I'm so excited for Reckless. It's gonna be so good. And then the last one I have on my list is The Pairing by Casey McKeeston, I think is how you say it. That's coming out on August 6th. She's the author of Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I absolutely loved that book, and she's coming out with another one. And I'm really excited to read it because I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue so much. My current TBR, or like want to read on Goodreads, is currently over 200 books. So there are a lot of books that I want to get to. I obviously will not be able to get through all of them in this upcoming year, but I do want to tackle a lot of the books on there. plus all of these new anticipated releases, and just like I said, more series in general. And just I'm so excited for this reading year, and I'm so excited to continue to film videos. Make sure that you check out my TikTok, my Bookstagram. Everything is linked down below because I'm always posting more book content on those as well. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this year, looking forward to creating more content for you guys, talking more about books. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.